The woman's eyes were threatened by a steel knife. The man wanted to test if her eyes were truly blind. Just a short while ago, this psychopath had killed someone right under the woman's nose, and the woman, who had just undergone surgery, happened to witness the scene. To save her life, she had no choice but to continue pretending to be blind. Although the woman put on a convincing act, her inherently suspicious husband still didn't believe her. Under the pretext of moving things, he led the woman to the kitchen. He unlocked an old, rusty padlock and told the woman to open the fridge. The woman was extremely reluctant, but under the man's threats, she had no choice but to comply. The woman had already mentally prepared herself, but when she opened the fridge, she was still shocked. Inside was a frozen corpse. The woman's startled reaction completely exposed her previous pretense of blindness. The man was now certain that the woman had been faking it. Facing this terrifying madman, the woman knew she was about to face dire consequences. She quietly walked to the door and ran out barefoot. However, she didn't get far before the man grabbed her and roughly pinned her against the wall. At this moment, the man revealed his true colors. It turned out that he had grown up in a single-parent family, and his lack of love had slowly twisted his psyche. He had an extremely strong sense of possessiveness, even to the point of going to extremes, turning his loved ones into blind people so that they would have to stay by his side. The man gave the woman two choices: either hang herself now, ending her life before going blind, or submit to him and become a blind woman who would have to depend on him for the rest of her life. The woman would rather die than be with this man. So she resolutely climbed onto a stool and put the rope around her neck, but she couldn't bring herself to do it. Seeing this, the man kicked the stool away and held her, thinking she had accepted him. The woman pretended to comply, but her hand slowly reached for the knife behind the man's back. She swiftly pulled it out and stabbed it hard into the man's thigh. While the man was shaking with pain, the woman quickly ran out of the basement and closed the door. She found the phone and immediately called the police. Just as the man was about to break down the door, the clever woman quickly turned off the power, plunging the room into darkness. Because she had been blind before, she could move around easily in the dark. She beat the man until he was bruised and bloody. After a while, the detective finally arrived with a dozen guns pointed at the man's head. The man was so scared, he was like a rat. He knew he was completely done for, so he cut his own throat with the knife, trying to escape legal punishment in this simple way. In the end, although Mary still went blind, she at least survived.